If you're a veteran traveling overseas and you think the VA will not help you if you're sick or injured, well, you may be leaving thousands of dollars on the table. Because there's a VA benefit that most veterans don't find out about, and it applies even if you're not enrolled in VA healthcare. It's called the Foreign Medical Program, or FMP, and today we're going to cover exactly what it is, who qualifies, what's covered and not covered, how it works, and how to register for the program. If you travel over internationally or plan to, this is the video you want to watch to the very end. So quick disclaimer before we get going. I don't work for the VA. This video is for educational purposes only. It is not medical, legal, or insurance advice. Benefits, coverage, and eligibility do vary by individual and may change, so check the information with the VA or your healthcare provider. So here's the problem. A lot of veterans believe that once they leave the United States, VA healthcare no longer applies. So when they get sick overseas or have an accident, they either pay out of pocket, rely on travel insurance, or avoid getting care altogether. And then months later, they find out that the VA might have reimbursed them if they had just known what to do. That's where the VA's Foreign Medical Program, or FMP, comes in. The VA Foreign Medical Program is a benefit that covers treatment for VA-rated service-connected conditions or disabilities when you're outside of the United States or its territories. This applies whether you're traveling on vacation, living overseas, or you're just doing an extended stay abroad. You have to remember service-connected conditions or service-connected disabilities. FMP will only cover costs for medically necessary services when one of three situations is met. It is a service to treat a VA-rated service-connected disability, or the service is for a condition that's associated with your service-connected disability that the VA has determined makes the service-connected disability worse or exacerbates it. Or the services is part of care because you're a participant in the Veterans Readiness and Employment Program, or VOC Rehab. FMP does not replace VA healthcare overseas, but it can cover the treatment for conditions that the VA has already approved. To qualify for the VA's FMP program, you need to be a U.S. veteran, you need to be traveling or living outside of the United States or its territories, you need to have a VA-rated service-connected condition, or, this is the or, you need to be in the VOC Rehab or VRNE program. I do want to take a minute to say that you don't have to be enrolled in the VA healthcare system to register and be a part of the VA's Foreign Medical Program. You only need a service-connected condition. So let's talk about what the program does cover and does not cover. The VA FMP does cover treatment that's medically necessary to treat a VA-rated service-connected disability while you're overseas. That can be things like outpatient care, inpatient care, emergency and urgent care. It covers prescriptions that are directly related to your service-connected disability that are approved by the FDA. It also covers physical therapy, skilled nursing care, and any prescribed medical equipment, devices, or supplies. What the FMP does not cover are things like treatment for non-service-connected conditions, routine care unrelated to your VA disability, preventative checkups, emergency care unrelated to your service condition, any travel costs. That includes ambulatory services, does not cover those. You have to pay for that yourself. It also doesn't cover the costs of paying the bills and any kind of charges for services, treatments, and supplies that you don't have to pay for by law. Also, the VA FMP won't cover costs for care that you receive through a grant, a study, or a research program. It also won't cover anything for costs in a country that doesn't accept U.S. Treasury checks or U.S. citizens aren't allowed to go to. And it won't cover costs from providers or facilities that are banned from the program. Currently, there is a list of barred providers for Panama. Check out the FMP's alerts page for more information on that. We'll leave a link in the description for that. Now, cruise ships medical care deserves special attention. Medical centers on cruise ships are considered overseas care. They're often expensive, and they expect you to pay immediately on the spot. They require it right away. FMP may reimburse you for some things, but you almost always need to file a claim with them yourself. This is why many VA healthcare beneficiaries choose to carry travel insurance as well, especially for cruising and for international trips. Travel insurance can help you with upfront medical costs, evacuations, and delays, things FMP will not cover. It's not required, but it can provide some peace of mind. Let me give you a real-world example of how FMP works. Let's just say you're on vacation or you're down in Naples. So you have a service-connected disability where you have knee joint arthritis. You're walking down the street and you hit some uneven pavement and you twist a knee, like really bad. You go to the local hospital, you get your treatment, you pay the bill, you make sure you save all the paperwork. Get it, keep it all. That visit may be eligible for VA's FMP reimbursement because it is directly related to your service-connected condition. Now, let's say at the same time, when you fall down, you twist your wrist. They take care of it. The FMP won't pay for that because you don't have a service-connected disability related to your wrist. Now, here's the other part. If you got transported to the hospital by an ambulance, you got to pay that entire bill yourself. You don't need a pre-authorization to get care unless you're in the VRE program and you need care for a non-service connected condition. In that case, you're going to contact your VRE case manager and they're going to help set it up for you. So this is another important point. In most cases, you pay out of pocket first. Then you submit a claim to the VA for reimbursement. Very few overseas providers bill the VA directly. That means you need itemized receipts, you need your medical notes and diagnoses, you need proof of payment, and you need the VA's FMP claim form. You don't need to be registered with FMP before traveling overseas, but you must do it before filing your claim. So save yourself some time and aggravation and register now. Let's get to the most critical part of the whole thing. Actually registering for the program, because it's no good if you're not registered with FMP. The great news about this is it's easy to register. You can either do it online or you can download the form, fill it out, and mail it in. The third option is you can fax it. Easiest is registering. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to do that right here. Go to the FMP site, then you click register online. It'll take you to the VA's website. Remember, it's all about your eligibility. You have to have a VA service-connected condition to even be eligible for this. Now, I'm going to go ahead and sign in, so bear with me on that a minute. Remember, this program is not income-based, age-based, or based on where you live. It is only your VA service-connected condition. That is it. So here I am at the registration. It says it'll take me about 4 minutes to register. So I'm going to go ahead and do it. So I'm already logged into the system. Still going to ask me for some information. You can, if you do live on a U.S. military base, obviously you could do that, but I don't. I live in the U.S., so I'm going to select that. All saved. Is it your home address, mailing address? Yes. And it saves along the way, so you're okay with that. I am doing what's called, the form is 10-7959F-1. And it asks me for this statement. I'm confirming that, what I'm doing is I'm confirming that everything I put in is accurate. It's sending it. That took 3 minutes. What to expect next? They're going to review the registration. They can take up to 90 days to do it. After you're registered, the VA will send you a benefits authorization letter. This letter lists all the service-connected disabilities or conditions that the VA will cover. You only have to register once in a lifetime, and you get up to 2 years after medical visits to file your VA claim with the FMP. Now, depending on which country you're traveling to, medical care can still get pretty expensive. A single emergency visit overseas can cost you several hundred or thousands of dollars. If that care is related to a VA-rated service-connected condition, the VA's FMP could reimburse you. That's real money back in your pocket, and that's money you don't want to lose just because you were traveling. If you found this information helpful and would like to hear more about travel-related military benefits, please like and subscribe to the channel and join our community. And if you've used the VA's foreign medical program before, we'd love to hear from you in the comments. Your experiences could help everybody out. For Vets on Vacay, this is Mike. We'll see you in the next one.